Hey guys, it's Ash from Smash London and this is another 5-minute get to know us video, and today I'm going to talk to you about running. Yeah. Okay, so I was not a runner. I've always been someone who was definitely very much more about kind of short distance. I was a sprinter, I did athletics at school, I've always been a lot more about HIIT training, definitely things are a little bit more fast and furious as opposed to kind of more steady endurance based. So anything more than a kilometre and I would struggle. In fact, I think there weren't many occasions that I'd ever run more than 1 kilometre until about 3 years ago. That would have been around 2017, I think, when I did my first 10-kilometre race, and my husband signed me up for it. So I didn't willingly do this. I was signed up without my knowledge, and he told me that I needed to practice what I preach, take myself out of my comfort zone, which was very true, because it's something that I tell a lot of people to do, is to take yourself out of your comfort zone and do things that you wouldn't normally do. That I was fit and healthy, so there was no reason why I shouldn't be able to train for it. I had no injuries or kind of pre-existing injuries or anything like that was going to get in the way. So I decided to embrace the challenge and I went for it. And I 100% in my head had it that I was never going to do another race after this, so much so that I thought it was a great opportunity to raise money for one of my favourite charities, which is World Animal Protection. So I raised money for that because it was a 10-kilometre race, which for me at that time was a huge distance, and it would have been a huge achievement. And it was the London 10K race in 2017, and I trained for it. And thankfully Sam, who is a runner, was able to give me some great tips. She put a program together for me and a plan so that I was able to train safely up to the event. And when it came to it, I absolutely fell in love with running and what it did for me. I think for my mind, it is an amazing way to switch off mentally. When I run, I put my headphones in, listen to my music, and it's probably one of the few times that I'm able to actually just completely switch off. So back to that race day, so convinced was I that I wouldn't be very good at running that when I actually had to put in my estimated time, I'd said that I was going to run 10 kilometres probably in about 1 hour and 10 minutes. So that meant that when I started, I was way back, and my training actually was so good that I was able to really get a good running technique, and actually I managed to do that first 10-kilometre race in, I think it was 51 minutes. So I remember kind of zooming my way through all of the runners, kind of getting through because I'd started at the back, and yeah, I just absolutely loved it. So I got the bug, as a lot of people do when they take up running, signed up to more races, did a half marathon a few months later, and I got my own back on my husband because I signed him up for the half marathon, which he'd never done before, and we both did that in Cardiff. And over the next couple of years, I did a few races, kept up my running practice, still maintained all of my other type of training as well, my HIIT training, my spin, my strength training, but just embraced the mindfulness aspect of what running did for me, where it just gave me that time and that opportunity to switch off and just enjoy nature and surroundings of going outside and kind of just being at one with the space. So after a few races, I decided to bite the bullet and sign up for the London Marathon. Now, I have been to support many people in the London Marathon before. I'm really lucky to live in London. It's my favourite city in the world, and I've been there and experienced the awesome atmosphere and energy of the London Marathon. And I'd always thought, oh, it would be so amazing to take part and be part of, that running crowd. But I just always written it off in my head. I thought, well, it's never going to happen. But I signed up for it. Didn't get in through the ballot. So I had to go through a charity, and I chose my favourite charity, World Animal Protection. Had to raise £2,000, so had to put a training plan together that Sam helped me with. Had to raise a lot of money. Trained for it. I found the training hard, it was grueling, 100%, definitely found that, but I did the marathon in 2019. Here is my medal, okay? I said to myself if I could do it under 5 hours, I would be very, very happy, and I managed to do it in 4 hours and 20 minutes, so that was a huge achievement for me. And to be honest, it wasn't even about the time, it was about just taking part and doing such an amazing event. So there's my medal. Would I do it again? I'm not going to sign up for a marathon anytime soon, just because of the grueling kind of schedule and training. It's definitely something you have to take seriously. And with everything that we do with Smash and all of my other training, it was something that did take quite a lot of time away from me. But 100% I would do a marathon again. And I would say to you, if there's anything that you've been thinking about doing, doesn't have to be a marathon. It could be, you know, any type of race, or maybe it's just something that's going to take you out of your comfort zone. Sometimes you've just got to bite the bullet and go for it. And that is what I did with running, and I'm so grateful that I did, because I feel so much stronger for it as well. And I still run, just not full marathons, but one day I would definitely do a marathon again soon. So have you got any other achievements, something you'd like to tell us about? Let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, you know the deal. And we'll be back again with another 5-minute get to know us video. So until then, see you soon. Thanks for watching our video, guys. We hope you enjoyed it, and we hope you got something from it as well. You know, we are massive advocates of strengthening your mental and physical health, and we'll do everything we can to help you do that.
You can help us as well by liking, by subscribing, by sharing, and if you can, by donating. You'll find all the details below.
Have a good day.